US President Donald Trump secretly switched planes while leaving Turkey last month after American security officials received what they believed was a credible Iranian threat against the US president. The operation was so secretive that even journalists traveling with the president did not know it was actually happening. And the extraordinary security move offers a glimpse into a much more personal dimension of Donald Trump's conflict with Iran, a country he has repeatedly accused of trying to kill him.
President, can you tell us about your ride on the Air Force catering truck in Turkey? Why did you need to do that?
Well, it's only up to Secret Service. I just follow what they'd like to do. So I go by Secret Service and the military. They wanted me to go on a different flight, a different plane. Equal safety, but they wanted me to do it, so I do it. I do what they say.
Why did they want you to do that?
I guess there was a threat out there. I didn't really ask them much about it. I get a lot of threats.
Why was it too dangerous for you to fly on Air Force One, but
Well,
not
I don't
too
know.
dangerous
I
for the
think
press?
actually the plane that I flew on was at greater risk.
Why
I think
do you
it was
say
at
that?
greater risk because that would be the plane I think that they would be more likely to go for.
Here's what happened. On 8th July this year, Donald Trump appeared in front of television cameras as he boarded the presidential Air Force One at Ankara airport in Turkey. But that was not the plane he would ultimately take home. Minutes later, Donald Trump was secretly driven across the airport in an airport catering truck, the kind normally used to load meals and supplies onto the aircraft. He was then moved onto a smaller Air Force C-32A. Meanwhile, the presidential Air Force One continued its journey. It had become a decoy. The media traveling with the US president along with some White House staff remained on the larger aircraft. According to the Washington Post, a credible threat involving Iran had triggered what officials described as a deception operation. The Secret Service apparently did not want the president's actual location and aircraft to be known. Donald Trump later confirmed the plane switch himself. He said the Secret Service and military had instructed him to use another aircraft and that he simply followed their orders. When reporters asked what exactly the threat was, the US president said he had not asked too many questions because he gets a lot of threats. And this is where the story becomes more significant. Trump's concerns about Iran are not new. They go back to his first presidency. In January 2020, Trump ordered a US strike that killed Iranian Revolutionary Guard commander Qasem Soleimani. Iran promised revenge back then. US authorities subsequently uncovered alleged plots targeting senior Trump officials. In 2022, the Biden administration warned Iran against targeting American citizens after uncovering an alleged plan involving Donald Trump's former national security advisor John Bolton. Now, Iran has denied involvement in previous assassination plots against Donald Trump, but the threats have continued, and Trump has repeatedly made the issue more personal. After the US and Israel launched their joint military campaign against Iran in February this year, an Israeli strike killed Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and other senior Iranian officials. The following day, Trump told ABC that Iran had tried to get him first. His defense secretary Pete Hegseth later echoed that argument, saying Iran had tried to kill the US president and that Trump had got the last laugh. So the conflict with Iran is not simply about nuclear facilities, missiles, or the Strait of Hormuz. For Donald Trump and his security team, there is also a direct concern about his personal safety. And Trump was already dealing with assassination threats at home. In July 2024, he was wounded when a gunman opened a fire at his campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. 2 months later, an armed man was arrested near Trump's Florida golf course after Secret Service agents spotted him hiding in the trees. Those incidents appear to have reinforced Donald Trump's sense that he is personally at risk. Presidents have used extraordinary security arrangements before. US presidents have secretly traveled to conflict zones such as Afghanistan, Iraq, and Ukraine. But in those cases, journalists traveling with the president were generally informed in advance and agreed not to disclose the movement until after the trip. Now, this time, the media traveling with Donald Trump apparently did not even know that the president had left their aircraft. The Air Force One they were sitting on effectively became a decoy. And the method of moving Trump hidden inside an airport catering truck made the operation even more unusual. And the threat has not disappeared with the military campaign. Iranian messages calling for revenge against Donald Trump have continued. At a funeral service for Khamenei, participants were reported to have carried banners calling for Donald Trump's death. In Tehran, a mural reportedly depicted Donald Trump lying in a coffin alongside messages threatening revenge. Now, Iran has also continued to deny responsibility for previous plots against the president. But from Washington's perspective, the security risk remains. Donald Trump himself has not addressed the issue again. He said he has received many threats and argued that a consequential president naturally faces more of them. At the same time, he insisted that he is not worried. His message was essentially this: he follows the Secret Service's instructions, but he does not live in fear.